Obviously disappointed in the loss, another tough loss, but really proud of our guys. They fought till the end. I thought, when I watched that game, I know I'm going to see a lot of growth as a football team. We got close, but again, didn't do enough to win the game in the end. But a lot of positive moments from that game that we can build off of moving into next year. I want to definitely say thanks to the seniors. They did a great job all year long of leading, even tonight in that game. And their foundation that they laid is going to be something that is going to help us definitely build in the future, for sure. There's no doubt about that. And just proud of those guys, really, really proud of those guys. Saddened and disappointed that they didn't get the win today, but I know they're going to be successful players, or men, for the rest of their life. And there's no doubt in my mind about that. And I told them in the locker room, their span of what they've done over the past 4 to 5 years here is one of the best runs in the history of the school, honestly, making several bowl games and all that stuff. So, again, they have a lot to be proud of, and wish we could have gotten more this year, but definitely I'll remember them for forever and how they helped me build this thing. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Do you have any questions for Coach?
So today you guys played a tough team, obviously. They now have full eligibility, and you guys held them to. You guys were down 3 only until that chaotic last play.
Yeah.
How do you feel like if this team plays like this going into next year? What's the expectations?
Yeah, I think that we saw a lot of guys grow up tonight, which was really good, and up front especially. I thought our line, the way they started the game and how they were playing was really good. And you got 3 true freshmen up there. We started Cecil Wilson today at tackle. He's another freshman, true freshman. So those guys can build off that and let the disappointment of today sit in and eager that to make them work harder. They'll be just fine. And I thought you saw Gavin Garcia kind of grow up today again. He's been through some injuries and adversity. Jamil Gardner. We had a lot of guys kind of step up today. And those are guys who are coming back, and they keep working hard and changing their best. They got a shot to be pretty special players someday. And then on defense, we had a lot of new faces again playing, and some guys went down again today, and we got to overcome it. And they played hard, and they played sound for the most part. But again, we let a couple plays get out of hand, and we got to play better on defense for sure.
Obviously today, Devin Cartman stepped up and definitely played higher than his expectations were. How do you feel with the quarterback competition going into the offseason?
I'm gonna think about that later. I'll be honest with you. Today, I'm really focused on the seniors and what they've done for this program, and saddened that we couldn't get them to win. Devin definitely did some really positive things, and today definitely helped himself. But hopefully he can watch this tape and build off of what he did today and come in the spring ready to compete. But today, I'm not worried about the quarterback competition in the spring. We'll get to work on Monday and start building for next year. But right now, it's about the locker room and those guys who literally gave it to the last minute, everything they got to try to send the seniors out the right way.
Coach, how big were you had some chunk plays today?
Yeah.
Some big ones, and maybe even missed on a couple other close ones. How big was that to opening up the offense for you today?
It was good. It was really good, and that's what Dev can do. I mean, he can put the ball where it needs to go. He's got a really solid arm, and I thought his decision making was really good, and hopefully he can keep turning as a leader. I think that's what we want to see more of Dev, just be the complete leader out there with orchestrating the offense and leading guys, getting them to play for him. But those were huge, and it kept us in the game, and it allowed us to do more, I thought, with our offense, with him out there playing. So,
did you come in with the thought of maybe trying to throw more on first down to give Dev a clean pocket and get some quick throws? Because he had a clean pocket most of the game until late when they had their ear spin back.
Yeah, I thought we came in and said we want to run the ball. We want to run the ball first and establish the run, which I thought we did in the first half pretty well. And then after that, we said we'll get Dev going, let him get his feet wet, let him hand the ball off, see the picture a couple times, and then take some high percentage passes. And what he does well is throw the ball down the field. So we wanted to do that, and he did a good job with it. But definitely wanted to come out running the ball and then let it open up from there. I wasn't going to force the issue with Dev at all, but when his number was called, he did a really good job with it.
You had the one big turnover. Maybe even a bigger play was the non-turnover where Josh and Bryce were both going after the ball.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that? Because then it turned into a 7 for them.
Yeah, the one I'm probably more concerned with the one we got on the KOR kickoff return, just because we can control that. We didn't do our job at putting 2 hands on the ball in traffic. That's that one. The other one is it's a bang bang. 2 guys are going for the ball, but we always talk about the turnover battle, and we typically are pretty good at it. Today we were not. I think we split it 1-1, but up until that turnover, we were winning, and we were winning the game. If we could have maintained that, we would have had a really good shot to win the game.
Coach, did you get an explanation as to why they didn't review the catch that was down about the 1 or 2 yard line that it looked like on the roughing the passer call? Did they give you an explanation? It seemed like they reviewed everything today, and that call they did not take a look
You
at.
say Gavin Garcia's
No, when the Northern Illinois catch, when we end up roughing the passer, but he caught the ball down at about the 2 yard line, and
Sure.
it looked like he was diving, and the replays were. It looked like it merited maybe at least a review.
Yeah, no, they didn't give me an explanation for that. No, but it was a bang play, and I'm sure they saw something upstairs. Their job is really hard as an official, and I know guys are asking for fouls and stuff like that. They were letting us play on both sides of the ball. Our defense was playing aggressive, their defense was playing aggressive, and they were letting us play. And for the most part, they did, I thought, a pretty good job.
And some more shifting with the offensive line. How do you I know you're going to look at the film coming out of the game. Just your knee-jerk reaction as to how felt they played today.
Yeah, I thought they played well. Until the end there, I thought they played a really solid game. They kept Devin upright for the most part. They ran block really well to me, as I think that's what they do well. I think, again, three true freshmen playing there. To me, the future looks really bright up there. And I think Coach Limecover's doing a great job, and we'll get some guys back, from injury, and we'll be just fine there. That is the least of my concerns moving forward. I know those kids. I know what kind of man they're turning into, and I know their work ethic, and they're going to be just fine.
And the fake field goal that picked up the big first down, is that something that you saw in film? That maybe they were kind of giving you that corner? That was huge at that time of the game.
Yeah, I always like to keep 2 fakes in my pocket. If it's a punt, a VAT, and something like that, then when it lines up, I kind of dial it up. And I knew they were going to. They said if we're on the left hash, they typically bring all 11, and I knew they were going to be aggressive, and they were going to try to pop somebody out, and we would have leverage to it. So I was like, okay, I can't take it to the offseason with me, so let's call it. And we got the ball on the left hash, perfect setup. The distance was right, and Glass did a good job executing.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple from our virtual contingent. You seemed to go through the whole kitchen sink at them. Kind of went through the playbook. Your guys played fast, loose, looked like they had some fun with some of those calls.
Yeah, I told the offense and defense play aggressive. Yeah, I just wanted to play aggressive all night. I said, let's go try to win the game. Don't sit back and hope it comes to us. Let's attack, because that's what I want to be in the future. I want to be an attack offense and attack special teams, defense, everything. So we wanted to really start to implement that this game, and I thought the guys did a pretty good job with it. Just a couple big plays late in the game that were costly, that we got to learn from and do better.
And then lastly, I know obviously the season is finished and fresh, but what are the immediate next steps for you and the program kind of going forward in the next few weeks?
Recruit. That's going to be the forefront of this program. Recruit. We've got to first recruit our roster and make sure we get the right guys back here, then go recruit and build this team the right way. But I'm really proud of this team. I know that the record is what it is. I said a long time ago, I'm throwing that out this year, and I want to build the men, put them into men, and then the rest will take care of itself. Truly believe that, and we're moving in the right direction. No doubt.
Thank you, Coach. You have a final thoughts?
Nope. I appreciate the coverage all year, guys, and go Flashes. Keep great.